Oh, two of my favorite R&B kings are in the news, Chris Brown and Mario, but they're fighting colorism claims. I just want all black people to know no matter where you are, colorism was something created by white supremacy and by white people, but yet we live in it every day. We live in it. I can't say I like somebody. Oh my God, you like them because they're light skinned. The other day I was somewhere with somebody and I go, oh my God, I want to date somebody. Oh, you're looking for somebody light skinned. Well, I mean, I love all shades. There are some people that I won't date, and I don't need to talk about that. That's just only because I don't believe in educating people on my challenges and struggles, and I'm just not going to do that. So I don't date in certain pools, but I do think that when it comes to melanin, all shades of melanin are great. Well, Chris Brown and Mario are both being accused of not liking black women due to their dating preferences. For years, Chris has faced these claims as he's dated Asians and Latinas and surrounded himself with lighter skinned black women and white women. Chris again faced these claims after picking Kayla Nicole for his Take You Down performance. The controversy furthered when Kayla said that she did it for the brown girls. Take a look. Kayla said, well, that was fun. Had to really do it for the teenage me blasting CB in her bedroom, for the mini me who saw him at one of her first concerts, for the woman who sometimes feels like she has to be a monolith instead of multi-layered. I did it for the smart girls, the cool girls, the sexy girls, the fun girls, for all of us who are all those things at once, and I overly did it for my brown girls. Thank ya. And someone said, Chris Brown, pull up one brown skinned girl on stage. One. Now all of a sudden, he's not a colorist. Please, not today. You know, the thing about it is that when you are light skinned and when you date somebody or date people who are light skinned, or even if you have a preference of someone that is light skinned, you get labeled somebody that hates anybody with more melanin in their skin. And that's not true. I think two things can be true. You can love black people, and when I say black, I mean the dark of the back of this case black, and you can date somebody that's light skinned and have an affection or a love for all things black without saying that you don't like one because you choose the other in terms of dating preference. I don't think that people should have to say what they are or are not attracted to in defense of something that they're not, and that's a colorist. Now, the noise became so loud that Chris actually addressed it all before deactivating his Instagram. Look, miss me with the colors, rage baiting. I'm going to take a break from social media. Y'all done pissed me off long enough. What do you think? Do you think there's anything here with Chris being called a a colorist?
I think that there's a lot going on. Like my friend Leah, she went to the Texas show and she saw the guy picking out this girl. And I feel like they all have the same. I wouldn't even, I would go further. It's not like a colorist thing. 'Cause I don't think Chris Brown is a colorist, but they all like are pretty. They all have like kind of like the same figure. And my friend Leah is very plus size. And she was like, you don't pick, she recorded it, the guy, you don't pick the big girls. And he just laughed and he was like, no. And I feel like they always pick the same size girls. I would love to see Chris Brown pull up like a big girl and twerk on her, an old lady. I just feel like it's the same type of real bad bitches. But I don't know why the Kayla thing was triggering. I feel like that triggered people also because she's the most well known. Because she's not just like a random girl from the crowd and thought it was like pre-produced, which she said it wasn't. But I don't think Chris Brown is thinking.
Well,
Like
he
that.
just brought up Summer Walker. So she's not
Right.
light skinned. Again, like people will never take credit. People will never give credit for him doing, oh, now he got two brown skins. Now it's three. If he does another one, oh, he's only doing it for the, like, this is why you can't live in what bullshit people online say. I really feel like colorism is a display of everybody's insecurities, and it could come from, and rightfully so, because it is something that's been inflicted on us by white supremacy. But you know, without knowing the origin of where things come from, we don't really know how to tackle it. I think, you know, damned if you do, damned if you don't. I will say I'm mad at you, Chris, for deactivating your social media because you're having such a run right now that I'm actually living through. You unblocked me. Well, let me just first one.
That's great.
We're making progress.
Yeah,
because
love that.
he had to go search me and find me. So, Chris, that means you miss me secretly. You miss me, and I miss you too. Chris had to secretly go and find my account and unblock it in order for me to be able to see all of his amazingness again. And we're sharing it on Hollywood a lot because I do miss my friend. But don't deactivate your account because the haters got something to say. They're gonna always say you're a superstar. That's what happens when you're a superstar. They're going to have something to say. Now, like Chris, singer Mario has been facing his own colorism claims in the last few years. Now, in June 2024, Mario first responded to a fan claiming he only liked white girls after posting his Latina girlfriend. Here's his 2 posts on the topic. Take a look. But you like white girls, though. I like good energy and who loves me the way that's healthy. Could be black, white, Mexican, alien. I dated an alien before it was great. And I mean that from the heart. In December 2024, Mario clarified his girl wasn't white, but Mexican. 8 months later, in August 2025, Mario and his girlfriend, Esmeralda Rios, announced their pregnancy. Take a look. Okay. Nearly a month later, Mario is again slamming claims that he doesn't like black women. Look, I'm so tired of the black women slander in the comments about how I don't like black women and how black women aren't loved. If you're making these comments, I'm convinced you have a problem with black women. Black women are loved and needed. Now, I'm going to say something that's probably going to be controversial, and I promise you they will take this clip, and this will be the clip heard all around the world, not everything I just said, and I really don't give a shit. If I was attracted to light-skinned men, which I'm attracted to all men, but I clearly, if you look at my dating history, there's been a lot more of the same type. But there was this beautiful, say if Jeremy Meeks, right? This is Jail Bay, who is my type minus the gel, and we can hold the applause and we can hold the laughter and the jokes, okay? I'll leave it at that. If Jeremy Meeks was wearing a Make America Great Again hat, he would not be my type. Because obviously, no matter what he looks like, what he stands for is just we're not ever gonna ever be able to coexist because we're that would literally change all attraction to him for me. You have to understand something. If 5 or 10 guys that look like Jeremy Meeks were wearing Make America Great Again hats, trying to date me and pursuing me and texting me and tweeting me and da-da-da, at some point, it would make me not attracted to those type of people. I know this is going to go viral, and I know people, you know where I'm going. If y'all keep living in this white supremacy notion that anybody who has a Latina girlfriend or a Latina boyfriend or a light-skinned girlfriend or a light-skinned boyfriend hates all of the blacks, hates all of the black women, black men, black people, and you keep perpetuating that and slamming them, and it keeps, that literally will get in someone's psyche and it will turn them off. I know, because I hear it. It doesn't turn me off because I just love men, melanin, black, dark, whatever. But I do understand the frustration you get, like Mario, what he just posted, like you get tired of hearing it where you like, you know what? And you group a lot of people into a thing. Not right, but it happens. It's not fair, but it happens. We all have to, as a culture, stop denouncing one another because we share our preferences. You know, I crack jokes. I think about Rob. I crack jokes when he says, oh, this person, he'll reference a black guy. Oh, this person's attractive. And I'll say, you don't like black men. I do it all the time. Yeah. Now, this is my friend who just laughs me off at every chance he gets because he knows most of the things that come out of my mouth are just ridiculous nonsense, right? But this is our relationship. But if people all the time said to him, you only like white boys, you only like white, you get to a point where you're tired of defending, you're tired of explaining, you're tired of showing, and now you're over showing, and now you're living for other people. Chris don't need to live for nobody. He don't. If he has a Latin baby, a black baby, an Asian black baby, a white baby, whatever he wants, that's his choice. Everybody gets to choose whatever they want. Here's where it would become problematic for me. If they both said, I only like light-skinned women. I've never even said I only like light-skinned guys, but I'm a colorist. And this has chased me everywhere I go. Hey, the colors. Do you agree, disagree? What do you think?
I agree. And I think part of the problem is people do often conflate like preference and being biased. So, but I don't think these are two people who are colorist. I think they just happen to end up in relationships or dating women who, like you said, are just a specific type. But like Chris has dated black women, Asian women. Like this conversation is ridiculous to me. Though I have met people in the past who are like, I would never date a black person, or I would never date a white person, or I would never date this based on appearance. And to me, that leans into a different kind of bias that's not built in a preference. That's like you can find a beautiful black person, you can find a beautiful white person, you can find a beautiful Asian person, you can find a beautiful Hispanic person. But when you put limitations on it, that's up to you. But to me, that quite often isn't preference, it's something else. But I don't think these men fall into that category. But when you continue to press people in that way, it does become frustrating, that they have to prove something about themselves that's very personal. Like I can guarantee they've seen beautiful brown-skinned women that they were attracted to, beautiful dark-skinned women they were attracted to, but they may have been in a relationship already, or it may not be the circumstance for them, so they don't have to prove themselves.
This man was a whore. You think this Virginia-based whore in recovery hasn't slid up in through and with dark women? I mean, come on now. I mean, I think it's one of these things where, to your point, like, people are just tired of having to defend themselves. I don't do it anymore. You can think whatever you want. And you know what's so funny? I was literally with my friend the other day who is extremely attractive, who's almost as black as this. And we were kind of talking about, dating and and I said, they would never see you coming. Like they would never see you coming, because they would believe if they saw him next to me, he don't want him.
And
That's
messed up that you have to think about that.
It is, but this is where, like, I look at it, I joke, I laugh it off, because I always tell the guys that I'm involved with who happen to be dark skinned, like, they ain't never gonna but it's sad, but that you have to do that. But like, what do you do? Like, I'm not gonna let these people decide who I date right now. And anybody out there who's a dark skinned woman or a dark skinned man who have felt hurt by the rumor mill that I'm colorist, you're hearing it from the dog's. Is it the dog's mouth? Whose mouth do you hear?
Horse's mouth.
Horse's mouth.
Is it the horse? I don't want to be a horse today. You hearing it straight from my mouth that it is not true, and I'm sorry that that's hurt you.
That's how I feel like too, because obviously Max is black, and so everyone's like, "Oh, well, you only date black guys." And I always find myself being like, I dated Croatian guys from my own community. I dated an Indian Hindu boy once. Like, I dated a Filipino. And then I'm like, stop myself, like, why am I even having to explain? It's just messed up.
Because for people to even say that to you and make you go through the cultural
roster in the
cultural
past.
roster,
What the
first
heck?
of all, it's disrespectful to your current boyfriend. It's disrespectful to you, because when you know you as a person, everybody knows you're not a racist person. So why would you have only this race, or only this race, or I'm going to turn down this race because it's not this race? It really is a reflection of how you think. If you think about it, because some of you think that way. There are some cultures that I don't date, and I ain't gonna go through them. But
maybe that's where your soulmate. You're posting. We're talking about your soulmate. Maybe your soulmate's from another culture.
I can tell you, I'm not getting into the cultures, but there are some cultures where it's just because like. No, it's just I don't have anything to give you, and you have nothing to give me. And I did post, she's talking about this post I put on my social media the other day where I said, your type is somebody that you're not attracted to. I'm sorry, then I'll be single. I'm not dating something that I'm not attracted to, because I got to roll over and look at you.
Agreed.
And you got to be breathing there. And I'm going to tell you right now, somebody posted this on Facebook yesterday. They said, oh my God, I miss seeing you because you always smell good. I don't have cologne on today, but everybody knows me. I always do have a scent on. I do have lotion on, or, I do smell fresh, because I take hygiene very well. I don't care what you look like, light skin, dark skin, this, that, whatever culture. If you stink, I can't date anybody that stinks. There was that one boy, the one we talked about him, I think, on the podcast before, from London. You stink, and you were dark skin, and he was dark skinned, right? Dark.
Musk has no race.
Huh?
I ran into him somewhere recently.
Did he stink?
No.
Oh.
But I was like, oh.
You were smelling.
I saw him once at the Abbey with somebody. He was on a date, and I was like, I know what that car smelled like. Anyway, I don't care if you're light or dark skin, just don't smell. Okay, that's it. Bye.